Hola, big Gaz in Spain. Just got back yesterday, Monday. Today's Wednesday, 27th of March. A few things have changed. I'm just gonna go through a few of those. On the Torre, the new wristband procedure started, so changed the wristbands now from just being a standard wristband with your apartment number on or your plot number on. Now they're being digitalised, so there's a little chip in those wristbands, and if you don't have one of the new wristbands, I think it's by June or July, then you will be able to use the pool areas on your old wristbands. Also, with it being digitalised, it gives the security can just scan those, but it also holds information, so they know if you've paid your community fees, and if you haven't paid your community fees, then you're not allowed to use the pool areas, or at least if you haven't paid, I think it's 50% of your community fee debt. So if you've got debt and you haven't paid 50% of that debt, or haven't set up an agreement with the community to settle your debt, then they will either not give you your wristbands, or they'll deactivate them. So if you're renting property out to holidaymakers, family, etc., and they want to use your pool areas, and they try to use them, then the security are going to, obviously on their patrols, are going to find that they've been deactivated because the debt hasn't been paid or they've not been serviced properly, and so they're going to be very disappointed that guests, especially if they're paying to rent premises. So it's obviously a good way to recover some of the community debt, which is unbelievably high, really. I'm surprised it's been let over the years to get that high, and I know they've used COVID as an excuse not to be able to collect fees properly, but that's a pretty lame excuse. So that's one thing that's changing, and we've just collected our new wristbands today. We'd already filled in the form online, emailed it back to them, and so it was pretty simple. Just went in, showed our identification and collected them. Took our old ones back in, of course. So we're all set up to use the pool areas, which is great because I've got some family coming out next week, or maybe the week after next, I think it is, and we've got some more family coming out in May, so that's great. They'll be able to use the pools. Also in the summer it gets really busy on the pool areas, so not quite sure last summer whether all the people using the pool area actually had correct wristbands, or whether they've just been faked or bought off local markets or whatever. Apparently that does go on. Anyway, I think I've covered that subject, so hopefully I'll get some our community fees in and bring our community charges down a little bit further. Also on that, there's been a lot of comments on Facebook and about a changeover on La Torre to a different internet provider. I think it's Avatel now, and I'm not sure whether Avatel have merged with A to Z, who used to operate the internet broadband services and the TV services. I don't know if that's a fact or if it's just something I've read somewhere, but anyway, been a few complaints that the TV service isn't as good as it used to be, the internet's not as good as it used to be. I've not noticed that personally, and certainly we're back now, and we use a Fire Stick to get channels anyway, and we've got smart TVs, a lot of stuff already on there, and obviously so you can use your Amazon Prime and stuff like that, your Netflix, which we obviously just register into that. And so I can't say we've noticed any difference. The TV coverage was always pretty poor on terrestrial channels anyway. I've noticed it always is in any of these places, hotels, resorts, anywhere you go, terrestrial TV is always poor. So, not an issue for us in that regard. Some of the things I've been asked on through the YouTube channel in the comments section. And by the way, if you want to ask any questions, just go into the comments and ask them. I'll come back to you as soon as I can. I don't watch the, I don't scan the YouTube, my YouTube channel all the time. It's not a monetized channel, and I just do it to get as an information channel. But if you want to subscribe, it's free, doesn't cost you anything. And if you want to like, press the like button. Obviously that would help the channel get a little bit more coverage, so get a few more facts and a few more details out to people who are interested in La Torre, the other golf resorts around here, and this Murcia region in general. What I'm going to do is over the next few months and the next few visits over to Spain, because I'm not resident here, I just visit as often as I can within the new Route 180 ruling, and I'm not retired, so I'm still working, so I'm going to fit that in as well. So I'll try and get over to Spain as often as I can. So I'm going to start doing a few more vlogs, not live, but a few more videos of out and about in the localities of not only La Torre and the golf resorts in Murcia, but a bit further afield in one of my favourite places, down towards Malaga, towns like Nerca, Frigiliana, places like that, Torrox. We might try and do a video on those later this week. I might be able to get over to Nerca. It's about 300 kilometres from here, but I might make that trip. And make some local trips, Torre Vieja, try and do a video around there, Playa Flamenca, Cabaret, those sort of areas over the next sort of few months or so. So don't get fed up if I don't put loads of videos on. I can't get out here that often to make videos, and obviously when I'm out here I'm not going to be videoing all the time. So people have asked in the comments and on YouTube and on Facebook, on the local La Torre Facebook sites, people ask what's it like on La Torre. I'm looking to buy. Well, you're gonna get some biased information asking on different golf resort sites, Facebook sites. Most of it is fairly positive, some of it's not, I've noticed. All I'll say on the subject is La Torre for us has worked out really well, and it's a well-run resort, and it's very tidy, very clean. The maintenance on all the pools and the garden areas is superb. The security company on La Torre is superb, and you'll see some really good and positive feedback from people who've had to use the security in emergency situations, usually health situations, etc. Because there are very few thefts. In fact, I can't remember any being reported, to be fair. Maybe some minor things, bikes being taken, things like that, and the odd deck chair or lounger or being taken from outside a property, things like that, really, which is minor, and happens anyway. But the security is really good on La Torre. I can't comment for any other golf resorts, obviously, because I don't have no experience of them. Only to say that when you try and get into any of them, it's fairly easy to get in, but most of them have got golf courses on. So you just say, I'm off to play golf, or the Marmont Golf Resort has got a few other things on. We went yesterday, played mini golf, me and Elaine, and that was very good. So if you're looking to buy on any of the golf resorts, what I would suggest you do is go and visit those resorts, either stay or at least go onto them, drive around them, get out your car and walk around them, go look at the facilities and go check if they're open, or if they are closed, if it's just a seasonal thing, and they will be open most of the year. Most things will open around about Easter anyway if they're closed. On the Torre, all the bars and restaurants are open. Most of them only opening on an evening, but Sophia's is open all day. The Lakeside Bar is open all day into the evening. And Sophia's is open in the evening. The Indian restaurant's open. Blue Collar restaurant's open. Clover's open. Acacia's open. The hairdressers are open. The solicitors, etc., all the agents are open. The rental places are all open. The supermarket's open. The hardware shop opposite, hardware is always shop, that's open. Always open. So yeah, it's fully active on the Torre all year round. The lake situation on the Torre, the lake looks better, it's got more water in, but there is a drought on officially in Mercia now, so they won't be able to pump any more water in, I don't think, for a while. We did have some rain on Monday and Tuesday, but not masses, not great downfalls. I think there is even some, I've seen a video somewhere today of snow in Mercia yesterday. I don't know where, whether it's a fake or true, I don't know. I mean, there are some mountains around here, but they're not that big, not that high, so whether there's been snow in Mercia, I don't know. Today it's probably around about 19-20 degrees, and there are some kids in the pool. They'll be freezing because that water's only about 17 degrees, the pools. So what else can I tell you? Yeah, so buying, if you're looking to buy on any of the golf resorts in this area, in this region, then go visit them. Stay on them if you can, if there's apartments to let, or stay in the hotel for a night or two. But get out, walk around, see what's open, see what is on the resort. A lot of the resorts don't have any. Sorry, something just fell over the plant pot. Some of the resorts don't have, for instance, any bars or restaurants. You have to drive off to local villages or other golf resorts, or into towns, local towns, to visit restaurants. Now that's fine if you've got a car, but I think, if you've got family coming, is it going to be convenient for them? If you want to rent, it's convenient for most people. To have to go off resort all the time makes the resort unattractive, really. So if they don't have great facilities, is it really worth buying on them? These are the questions. Are you not bothered with the facilities? What sort of usage you want? If you're coming here to live and you already live in a place that's not really got great services in terms of restaurants and bars, I mean, most villages have at least one pub. But if you're living in a place already that's not well served, and you're coming over here and just want to get away from it all and don't mind driving, if you want to eat out and obviously drive to shops and stuff, then it might be okay for you. Or if you want something that's obviously a bit cheaper because these resorts don't have the facilities, you just want a boat hole, then they might be better for you. Also, there's the fee situation. Community fees can be quite high. They are on the Torre, in my opinion, a little bit too high, but the place is well looked after. Security's good. So if you don't want to be paying, I mean, I pay upwards of €150 a month here in fees. Certainly some of the other resorts are cheaper, but you don't get anything. You know, you certainly won't get the level of care that we get here for the grounds. So just come and have a look and you can see, you'll be able to compare. So that's always my advice. Always get a good solicitor and use an agent. You know, obviously use a good agent. They're all decent agents. Use one of the agents based on the resort you're looking to buy on. And try and be aware to find as many facts out as possible. Like for instance, we bought this was a repossessed property, our apartment. So we agreed a fee, a sum with the bank through our agent and our solicitor. Unfortunately, very less than, quite a bit less than the bank wanted, or we were advertising it at. But then you've got to find other things out. When you're buying a repossessed property or buying any property in Spain, you inherit the debt. So you need to know that when you're buying it, like for instance, we bought this apartment. And so what we agreed with the bank as a price cleared the debt. But so to the bank, didn't clear the utility debts, didn't clear any community fees that were owed. So we had to clear those. Now they weren't massive, although they're not insubstantial. Over €1,000, just over €1,000 I think, all in all, in terms of debt. But on top of that were the reconnection charges. So getting utilities reconnected is also a cost, and it can be a delay. So if you want to live here, you could probably, if you're buying a resale, then unless there's some community debt, there's probably no utility debt. So you need to find out if that property is carrying any utility debt, and if it's carrying any community debt, because you'll have that to pay to sort out to settle after the sale's gone through, if it's not agreed as part of the purchase price. So these are all things you need to look at with your solicitor. If you've got any questions on that, I can only really answer from what I'm not professional in any capacity in terms of finance or the legalities of buying in Spain or anywhere else for that matter. So all I can do is tell you our experience. Who's a good solicitor? Recommended solicitor, but and they were very good, and the fees were reasonable. I felt. Get an estimate of all that before you even engage them. They'll give you a breakdown of all the costs before you even engage a professional solicitor. So the other issue with if you buy a repossessed property and the utilities have been disconnected, it's getting the things connected again, and it takes a lot of pressure. Your solicitor sorts it all, but it can take a while for it to actually happen, which it did for us. Our gas, our electricity was connected straight away. Obviously we paid a fee. Our gas was paid a little bit later. They had to change the meter, or to actually fit a meter, because when it was disconnected, they actually take the meter away. So I suppose that stops squatters and stuff like that. Not that you're gonna get any on here, but I suppose it's just a policy that they have. But the water connection, that took weeks and weeks, to the point it became quite annoying. So once again, if it's found this informative, please press the like button and subscribe. Just helps me get a bit more info out there. As I said before, I'm not looking to monetize this channel, but it'd be good to get a few more subscribers and a few likes. And please comment, ask questions. I like to answer them, and it gives me an idea of what's interesting you guys, and helps me understand what videos to make. I can walk around the Torre endlessly, making videos of the Torre, but you know, that's gonna get boring very quickly. So thanks a lot, guys. I'm gonna sign off now because I've got a guy coming to regas the aircon for my bedrooms. Adios.